How's it going, everybody? I am doing another video game collection, gum chewing video game collection here today. I did one a few months ago. I wanted to do another one just to kind of show, that one was a request, just to kind of show how much my collections will change over time in terms of as I sell games and everything. So figured I'd do another one. Got a watermelon gum. Alright. First one here is Simcity for Super Nintendo. That's one of the two I kept from the box of those games I got. Super Star Wars, Super Empire Strikes Back. It's a cool game. I did the gameplay with the gum chewing on this one. Super Tennis, classic tennis game. I tend to enjoy tennis games a decent amount. This one's good. Virtua Tennis is probably my favorite one. Prince of Persia, cool game. I was actually playing a decent amount of this when I first got it, but I stopped, but it does have the password, so I think I'm on the third or fourth area. And Donkey Kong Country. This is, I don't know if this is a repro card completely. It probably is. Whatever, the game's the same though. My girlfriend got this for my birthday, so I want to say it is, unless it's the actual board in there. It's just a replacement case or something. I don't know. Either way. Let me grab the Wii Games here. These are just disc only. Wii Sports Resort. Wii Sports. And Super Mario All-Stars, which is the same one that was released on Super Nintendo. There was a bonus disc with this as well. Soundtrack, I believe. Oh yeah. And Indiana Jones and Staff at Kings for the Wii. This is actually a pretty decent game. It got pretty shitty reviews, but the motion controls are pretty decent, and I haven't beaten it yet, but I played a decent amount of it. And it has Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, the PC point-and-click games on here, which is a nice bonus. And this is one I got. No, I never did a garage sale video on that. I don't know. Lego Indiana Jones 2, The Adventures Continue. I love the Lego Indiana Jones games. I like most Lego games, but I really like the Lego Indies. Here's 360 games. This is when I got a garage sale. It was sealed. Metro Last Light. I played a little bit of this on the Xbox One, the enhanced version or whatever. It seemed pretty cool. Dead Rising is one of my favorite games of all time. I love this game. I haven't in a while, but this is the kind of game I go back to all the time. When this first came out, I loved it so much. I got it. I don't know if I got the day it came out, but it was like the day after maybe or something like that. It was real early after it came out. I think this was 2006, which is crazy. Is it? Yeah, it is. Great game though. You got Frank West in there for the first time. Classic character. And Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, which I still need to go back to. I'm not too far in it, but it is backwards compatible now on the Xbox One. There's a Genesis game. My girlfriend got this in this game store we went to when I got the Super Empire Strikes Back. and Super Tennis. It's Jeopardy Deluxe Edition. It's pretty cool. We played it, and there's some tough questions on there for sure, but it's pretty fun. Let me go into these PlayStation games I have here. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I think I mentioned this one in Garage Sale Pickups video. It was $1. I've been wanting to get this one, and it was cool to have it. The disc doesn't have the manual. The disc is pretty scratched, so I was having some trouble playing, but eventually it did start up, thankfully. I mean, it's only $1, but still, you know, when you get it, you want it to work. Here's the Two Towers. They're both awesome games. They're hack and slash games. They're probably the best Lord of the Rings games. And there's other good ones too. The Third Age is really cool. What else is cool? A lot of people like the Shadow of Mordor, but these are just straight based on the movies. So it's like playing through the two movies. You play a little bit of Fellowship of the Ring and the Two Towers, but Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, a cool indie game. This one I got at garage sale as well. A lot of the stuff I did to get at garage sales, but really cool indie game. I like indie games a lot. I actually kind of want to collect indie games a little bit. I mean, I got 3 of them here. Plus, my friend has my copy of The Infernal Machine for the N64. Final Fantasy 12. This is one I got at garage sale last year. Pretty cool game. I put about 9 hours into it, and then I stopped playing it. Not because I didn't like it, but I do that with games. I moved on to something else, but I need to get back to it. It's pretty cool. It looks cool. It has a different fighting system from the previous ones, where it was just kind of turn-based. I don't know if everyone was before that. I haven't played all of them, but just when you were able to run around like you did in 15, Final Fantasy 15, and some of the other ones as well. It's one of my favorite Final Fantasies, actually. I'm glad to have it again. Final Fantasy X too. I pre-ordered this. I still have the poster. I've probably mentioned that 50 times. But this one you just use Yuna, Riku, and Pain. Pain's a new character. She wasn't in 10. But it's cool. It's got this one has the dress spheres, so you can change their jobs, their little thing, and then they'll have the powers of that person or whatever. It's really cool. I like this game a lot, actually. Some people don't like it, but I enjoyed it. Move on to the original Xbox. A lot of these are the ones I picked up at that garage sale a few weekends ago. I sold Mercenaries too, because I had that not too long ago again, and it wasn't holding up for me, so I got rid of it. And I may end up moving this one. I don't know. Ninja Gaiden, when this first came out, it was ridiculous how good it looked. It still looks good now. When I was playing it a few days ago, and it still looks good. The gameplay's awesome too. Midway, Arcade Treasures, has a bunch of cool stuff on here. Spy Hunter, Classic, Gauntlet, Joust, Paperboy, Rampage, Root Beer Tapper, Marble Madness, 720. There's a ton of good stuff on here. Rampart, Smash TV. It's part of the reason I was going to keep the Paperboy for the Nintendo, but I ended up selling it because I got this, which has the arcade version of it on here, so that's an upgrade, I think. Incredibly awesome game, Gladius, that never got a sequel. Strategy, turn-based strategy games are on a grid and stuff. Well, you're in an arena, but you can only go a certain amount of space and stuff. It's a really cool game, though. I've said this before, too. Absolutely pick this game up if you're into strategy games, because it's awesome. This and the first Valkyria Chronicles are probably my 2 favorites. This is one I got in Florida. I played it, I think I said this last video too. I played it back in the day, put 60 hours in, but didn't level up the main characters enough, because you can level up your people, and I was going with the heavies and stuff. And then there was a mission that I needed to use them. They had to be used. and they weren't leveled up enough, and I kept getting my ass kicked. I was like, and my previous save was probably like 15 hours behind, so I was like, nope. I do want to beat it though. Indigo Prophecy, one I always wanted to check out, and it's cool to get it for $1. Definitely need to get this done. I'm pretty sure, like I said, it's Quantic Dream. I think those are the guys, or the guy, whatever, who did with the new one, Detroit Become Human, and Heavy Rain. I'm pretty sure Beyond Two Souls was him too, which was a cool game. Thief Deadly Shadows, stealth game in the Thief series. I think this might be the third one. Maybe there was 2 before it on the PC. I had this back in the day. I didn't play too much of it. I ended up selling it, but I need to give it another shot because it was pretty cool. Just back then, during the Xbox, PS2, and Cube era, I would like bounce back and forth between systems and like start to play a game and then get something else, and then put that game down, and then get something else out, and it would get buried, and then I'd just sell it. Dead Revolver, the first of the Red Dead series, originally supposed to be developed by Capcom, but they just like didn't make it and canceled it, and I guess Rockstar picked it up, bought it from them or whatever, the rights or whatever, and never beat this one, but it is pretty cool. I got pretty far in it. There's shootouts in it and stuff, and it was definitely pretty cool. The guy here clearly looks like Clint Eastwood. But this is another one I want to play, so I was happy to see that one as well. 007 Everything and Nothing. This is a really good Bond game. It's in third person, which a lot of them were first person, although there was some on the PlayStation. I think Tomorrow Never Dies was in third person. It's really good. It's got Pierce Brosnan as Bond. You've got let's see, Willem Dafoe is the bad guy. John Cleese is Q. He took over for the other guy. I think the other guy died in a car accident. Ironically, Judi Dench as M. Some other known people in it. It's really cool. Somebody known does the song, the Bond song. Oh, Maya. She did the song specifically for the game. It's a really cool game though. Prince of Persia. This one has trouble working sometimes because it's so badly scratched. But it's an awesome game. Awesome game. This is like the first, like, you know, I don't know if this is the first one in a little while in the Prince of Persia series, but it's so good. It's another one of my favorite games. Dead to Rights. Game's so good. I like it more than Max Payne, although Max Payne's cool. This game is ridiculous. Enemies are constant in this game. They're constantly just coming out of the woodwork. Once you get the controls down in this game, it's so sick. You're like just sending Shadow, your dog, out to disarm enemies. You're diving to they rip off the Max Payne slow-mo. You're disarming people, you're freaking snapping necks, all types of crazy stuff. It's a really good game. The boss fights are extremely unique. There's one where you're fighting this boxer in the gas chamber, and you gotta punch the gas mask off his face and put it on you, and it's really cool. You fight another guy on a plane, you gotta shoot the liquor bottle out of his hand, because that's how he gets his health back. There's a cool part in prison where you gotta do a lot of cool stuff. Get cigarettes for people and shit. It's really good. I'd recommend that to anybody too. Second one I didn't like. I actually did like the one that came out on 360 and PS3. Retribution was pretty decent. Okay, Wii U. Next. These are all the same from the last video. Wii Fit U. Use it on the balance board. It's a good way to lose weight, but then you stop using it after a while. Yoshi's Woolly World. Really cool game. My girlfriend and I beat a lot of these games together. It's a cool game. It's cute as hell. It's adorable. It's fun. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. FE. I guess the FE is Fire Emblem. There's Fire Emblem characters in this. This is actually still in the Wii U, and I have not played it in months, which is I need to get back to because it's a cool game. It's you're like these pop stars and shit, and there's shadows in the world. You know, similar like the Persona series and stuff. It's pretty cool though. I just need to get back to it. Like I said, I will do that, but that's one of the ones I wanted to get before, you know, the price mysteriously becomes like $60 because the Wii U is going to probably go the route of the GameCube. And games will all plummet, and then like within 3 years they'll be like super expensive. New Super Mario Bros. U with new Super Luigi U. I'm not too into this game actually. My girlfriend likes it a lot, but I'm not. It's not for me. Super Mario Maker. This actually, I have it in the other room. It's got the little book in there and stuff. It's a cool game. You can download levels. I think probably still from all the games. You can make your own levels. Some of these games are like insidious. How hard they are. People have a lot of good imagination there on there. Pikmin 3. It's funny. I really wanted to play this game. I played a little bit of the second one, but never the first. And it was an expensive as hell game. Like, this game was selling for like $70 at the time new. Because they just stopped making it. And my girlfriend got it for me. She had like a $50 Amazon card. So she got it through there. I swear, not like a month later, it mysteriously became a greatest hit. A platinum choice, whatever, player's choice. And it was $20. I was like, are you kidding me? It's pretty cool. I got up to a part that was pissing me off though. I never went back to it. I do need to though. I'm glad I still have it and haven't gotten rid of it. But this version will probably seriously go up in value because it's not the player's choice one. NES Remix Pack. This is pretty cool. It's all, you do like little challenges from all classic Nintendo games. Punch Out, Kirby, the Mario games, Donkey Kong, Zelda, Excite Bike, all types of crap, Metroid. Yeah, it's really cool. Tennis, Ice Climbers, Balloon Fight, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. A little similar to like a WarioWare. Start putting these here. Mario Party 10. It's alright. I'm not super into the Mario Parties. We played it a few times. It seemed alright. Some of the games were fun. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Really cool game. My girlfriend used Kirby. I used a little Waddle Dee. Because with Kirby, you gotta like draw things because he doesn't have his feet. His feet were taken away or some shit. And you gotta draw these little rainbows and out of clay, and he goes over them and stuff. It's a really cool game though. It's different. The Waddle Dee has his sphere, and he just like stabbing people and shit. And he turns into stuff: the rocket, the submarine, and the tank. So there's a little bit of variation. Country Tropical Freeze. Just put this out on the Wii U again. Once again, destroying any value this will have. That's a piss I get. I'm like, don't put it out on the Wii, on the Switch. Sorry. You should lose value. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, really cool game. We beat this one too, but we didn't get all the stuff. Great soundtrack. The gameplay's fun. The bosses are pretty damn tough. It's a really cool game, a lot of secret stuff to find. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, which I also think is being released on the Switch. And I see Nintendo following the rule of Xbox One and PS4, where you just re-release your old games. So half the library is remastered versions. It's a cool puzzle type game though. You use the gamepad, Wii U gamepad. You can turn around the level and stuff so you can get better views of things that you wouldn't see. It's cool. There's some missions where you ride on this like fire thing too. That is kind of cool. I think there's a minecart mission here as well. Yeah, there is. He's on a minecart. That's been a long time. I think we still have a few left in this. Yeah, you explore the stage by like rotating the gamepad. Alright, I'll close it out. Xbox One, Nintendo, and then I have some original PlayStation games. I only have 5 5 physical copies left of Xbox One games. I just actually got Deus Ex Mankind Divided a few weeks ago, which I'm really enjoying. At the end of that, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, I've waxed poetic about this multiple times. This game is incredible. I love the books that the games are based off of, or continue from the games, continue from the thing, although I heard the author of the books doesn't really care for it. Geralt of Rivia is an awesome character. There's a lot of good characters. There's a lot of cool storylines in this game. I still got to beat the Hearthstone expansion. I beat Blood and Wine, which is incredible. This game's just awesome. The battle system's cool. You got to oil up your sword and prepare for fights. It's really, really good. Sunset Overdrive. Really cool open world game made by Insomniac, who does Ratchet & Clank, Resistance. So you get crazy guns. You're just constantly flying around the map. You're swinging on them. You're riding the wires and stuff, and just you get like more points for actually staying off the ground for longer periods of time. Some pretty cool boss battles in here as well. I think there's like some drink or something that turns everybody into these mutants. There's also like tower defense little missions you do as well, which are alright. That game was cheap. I got that for like 5 new. Another one I got cheap that I still haven't finished. Not even close. Another solid Phantom Pain. Looks incredible. And when I'm doing the stealth right, it's fun, but when I fuck it up, I can't stand it. Like, I can't deal with it. So, I need to go back and play it, though. That's why part of the reason I've got rid of it. It has, like, no value, but I do want to give it more of a shot. I forget what I'm up to. This one's like a Metal Gear Solid open world type area, so you can take on other missions. You're building up Mother Base and stuff, so there's a lot of cool stuff going on. King's Quest, the complete collection. I don't know what chapter we're on in this. 3 maybe? We want to go back because we screwed up the one so bad. Like, one of the people ended up dead. But it's classic King's Quest. It just looks much better. I do enjoy the King's Quest games. They're fun. And the last one. Another incredible game. It's another thing I'm trying to collect is Final Fantasy games now. You'll see some more come up shortly. Final Fantasy 15, awesome game. I can't even remember their names anymore. What was the kid with the gun? Is the main guy you use Noctis, I think? God, I can't remember the names. It's been so long. Gladio, they call him. That's the big dude. Oh, I can't remember his name. He's like the guy who will throw out little strategies. Oh, I can't remember this kid's name. I downloaded his little side episode too. What was his name? I forget. Okay, it's been so long. Ignis is this guy's name. So I can't remember the one guy's name. Really awesome game though. It's open world Final Fantasy. You can go hunt monsters and do all types of stuff. It's really cool. There's even a mission for Cup Noodles, which is kind of funny. Coleman product placements all over here too when you go camping and stuff. I could go on and on about this game. I did a review on it. It's awesome. I really love this Final Fantasy a lot. Oh, there, Prince Noctis is on the back. I can't remember the kid's name. I thought it started with a P or something. Yeah, you can do like little combination moves with him. I'm trying to remember what he says. Not Pepto-Bismol. Alright, I'll go to Nintendo. Here's this Quattro thing. It's got 4 games in it. Treasure Island Disney, Boomerang Kid, Super Robin Hood, and Linus Spacehead. This actually works on the Retron 3. It did not work on the Retron 1. So my girlfriend was real happy about that because she really wanted this game. The other one I kept from the box of stuff, Ninja Gaiden, absolute classic. Awesome, it's awesome. You really can't go wrong with Ninja Gaiden unless it's Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, which I actually thought was alright. Mystery Quest, I believe there's a puzzle game. A lot of these Nintendo games are not mine, they're my fiance's. It's going GF stuff. Fiance is such a fancy word. Super Mario 2, absolute classic. This is obviously not, I think it was Doki Doki Panic. They reskinned it for America. The Super Mario Bros. 2 in Japan is like super hard. Poison mushrooms and stuff, but this one's really cool. You get to use all 4 people. Peach, Mario, Toad, and Luigi. And they all have different abilities. Mario 3, Mario 3, absolute classic. Super Pitfall. I've not played this one yet. Classic Tetris, just it still holds up. You can still play the hell out of this game, still holds up. Here's Tetris 2, which is not as good. They did switch it up a little bit though. Tiny Toon Adventures and Tiny Toon Adventures 2, Trouble in Wacky Land. These are decent. She really likes them. Those, but they're alright. You use Buster, and maybe you just use Buster in this one, and you use Buster, Babs, and a few other of the characters as well. Tiny Toon's a pretty good show. Nightmare on Elm Street. This one's okay. Starts off like not during the day, I guess, but it's previous. Like it's not your dream. You're not in the dream yet, and all of a sudden turns to the dream world, and the stuff, all stuff, bad stuff starts happening and shit. It's okay. Apparently, you could do 4-player with this. Classic, Wheel of Fortune type game, Anticipation, made by Rare, I believe. Actually, this is a game where like the thing draws out, and you gotta punch in real quick and figure out what it is. It's being drawn and stuff. It's really cool. I don't know if I've ever had as much fun as they're having on the cover here when playing it, but it is a pretty cool game. Nintendo had a lot of cool games like that. I got another one coming up, but like Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Anticipation, stuff like that. Bubble Bobble. It's alright. My girlfriend loves this one too. I kind of suck at it, but it's pretty cool. You get little creatures, you shoot the things with the balloons and bubbles and stuff. She wants Bubble Bobble too, but it's extremely expensive. I mean, she can get a repro card for like a quarter of the price. There's another one of those games I was talking about, Classic Concentration, which was a TV show. It like fills out stuff. You gotta like do a little memory game first, then you open up pieces, and then you gotta figure out what everything means. So it's like, I'm trying to think. This would be my M plus the ogre's eye. I mean the Cyclops' eye. This last one would be dough. I wonder that would be. But stuff like that, trying to figure out things. It's cool. Dr. Mario, classic puzzle game that I am god awful at. This is one of my favorite games for the system. Jackal, so good, your little Jeep. There, you're just saving survivors and blowing stuff up. It's really cool. Or saving hostages, prisoners, I should say. Awesome game. I got this one off eBay not too long ago. It's a good copy too. Speaking of, here's another Jeopardy. This is a junior edition. There's like 50 Jeopardies for Nintendo. Game Tech, I think. Yeah, Game Tech made the one on the Genesis too, so they were pumping them out for a while. Jurassic Park. This game is pretty cool. In terms of a movie game too, it's actually fairly fun. I kind of want to get the Super Nintendo one too. There's a crud on the side of this. Like, I'm like noticing. I got this off eBay. I'm like noticing like random crud and stuff. Whatever, it works. You use Dr. Alan Grant. This game's really cool. Adventures of Lolo. You get this little thing and you gotta like figure out how to get out of rooms and stuff by avoiding things, and it's a really cool game. Thankfully I don't have many left because I'm starting to get hot. I sped through this one a little bit, you know, still be a half hour. And the last one here is one I got my girlfriend for her birthday. She wanted Mario's Missing. It's like an educational game. It's actually not that bad. I've never played it before, but I always heard people say it was awful, but it was alright. You could learn some stuff along the way. she beat it already. She's really good at Nintendo stuff. The newer stuff, she's not good at. I've like lost my ability to be good at a lot of the older stuff, except Jackal. And this, I got 4 PlayStation games here. These first 2 I actually got. I went to the doctor the other day, and urologist. I came home and hit the Goodwill. Got 2 great PlayStation scores. I mean, it's things because the prices are up to $5.50 a game now, but I was surprised. I think I'll stop in here on the way home. It's right on that street. I don't know if we can get rid of them. Part of me wants to move the one because it has value, but I don't know because I'm trying to collect for that. First one's Crash 2. Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. I've never played these. I mean, I've played them a little bit to test them over the years, but I've never actually beaten one because I was an N64 guy. Sometimes I regret that, even though N64 had good stuff. The PlayStation had just an absolute ton of good stuff. But maybe I'll play it. And the other one I got there, which was I was crazy to see, and actually had all the discs because they'll put on the sticker the day that they put it on the shelf, I think, which was the day I went there, 7-3. It's Final Fantasy VII. It's the greatest hits, whatever. It's got all 3 discs. It's got the manual. It works. I was playing a little bit of it. I know a lot of people blow their load over this game. I think with Final Fantasy, it depends on what Final Fantasies you grew up on. I mean, it's pretty cool. I played enough of it, so it's pretty cool, but I'm a Final Fantasy 2 and 3, or 4 and 6, and the original guy, and I think if you grew up, you know, with these ones, if you were younger for these ones, you like the 7, 8, 9. I mean, whatever, I like a lot of them. I like 10, I like 10 too. You know, 15 was incredible, so it's still pretty cool. That's why I kind of want to keep it, just to have it, but it does have some value. Not as much as it used to, but still cool to have. I don't care, it's greatest hits either, whatever. And to get it for $5.50 is cool, because it costs more than that. There's another one I got at garage sale last week. It doesn't have the true manual. It has some random thing, but it's a Final Fantasy 9. Another one I've never played at all. I think this is Final Fantasy 7 I played a little bit of because I downloaded it onto the PS3. I played a little bit the other day. This one's supposed to be cool. It's supposed to like harken back to the older ones. And that's what they say at least. This is $2 at a garage sale, so I was like, I'll grab it. Why not? This has 4 discs, I believe. I actually need to get into this. And the last one here is, I got this to play Final Fantasy. Well, it's 6 here, but, 3 in the US, 6 in Japan. Final Fantasy Anthology collector's package. It's Final Fantasies 5 and 6. I've never played 5 because it was not released here. Actually, no, they put it out on the Game Boy Advance, I think, in North America. Yeah, because they had Final Fantasy 5. They had Final Fantasy 4 Advance, 5, and 6. This was actually at the garage sale. It was the greatest hits version. I got all the Nintendo stuff, but I just grabbed the Nintendo, Super Nintendo stuff. I'm like, I'm not worried about that. I just want to get this, which I should have probably asked about that too, but I probably could have squeezed that in there for the money I had. But whatever, I got this with it. Got an Amazon gift card I got for my birthday. But I've been playing the hell out of 6. I love it. Still love it. It's so good. So goddamn good. Music's great. Kefka's one of the best bosses, if not the best boss in Final Fantasy. Don't chew me out or anything. I have not played all the Final Fantasies either, but he's really he's a good bad guy. I think this is the first one, maybe the 5th one popped this. I don't know, but it's got the magic and stuff, like the kind of steampunk type of vibe to it. But it's cool, and it gives me a chance to play 5 too, which I never played, so. I know they have one that has 1 and 2 on it for the PlayStation. I think that's Origins, and they have one that has Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 4 or 2 on it as well. I think that's Chronicles. I don't know. But yeah, it's my collection again. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I try to rush it a little bit, even though it still ends up over a half hour anyway, but I hope there wasn't too much noise interference, but I'm going to have to film at night more because they're tearing apart a house, a few houses down. And I'm going to be working on a house for probably a year, so I'm going to be filming at night or trying to squeeze in when I can during the day. But yeah, thanks everybody for checking this out. Have a good night.